Hey, Frenzy Head Nation. It is Coach Cole coming at you live for another episode of Sports Frenzy. But before we get this week's show started, it is with great sadness that I heard this week. This hasn't been a great week for Sports Frenzy or us. But the passing of a friend, a true legend of the Hope Center. One of the greatest Special Olympian runners that I've ever known. Called him a close friend of mine. So as we haven't had to do this in a while on Sports Frenzy, but as we like to do as a special tribute to our buddy Chris Vardaman, who will be missed dearly by all of us. We are opening the show up this week with a wrestling 10-bell salute in memory of our buddy who passed away this week, Chris Vardaman. So please take a moment of silence and remember, in remembrance of Chris. Thank you, everyone. All right, let's see if we can power through this and have ourselves a good show this week. Chris would have wanted it that way, so let's do this. If you haven't had a chance yet, folks, we have the weekend wrap-up that we actually got done before the weekend was over. So go back and watch that first. That tells you all the winners from last week. We don't have to do it on this week's show because we actually got a show done this time around. I will probably also include that in our video for our schools and stuff that I sent out emails for. Or if you're watching this on YouTube or the Facebook page, you can just scroll back and watch the weekend wrap up before you watch this week's show. All right, so we are starting off is season 12, episode 14, and believe it or not, this will be the last episode of 2021 as we are moving into Christmas vacation, New Year break, and so we won't be back for another episode until after 2022 has begun. Hard to believe that we are that close already to... But the year coming to an end. But yeah, we are that close, believe it or not. Another year almost in the books. And with that being said, this week's show, we have some bowl games starting already. So let's go ahead and jump right into the show and get things going for you guys. All right, as I said, this is season 12, episode 14. And again, it may not be as energized as it normally is. We're missing some people this week, but it is Sports Frenzy, and we will continue on like we always do here at the Frenzy. This week, we are starting off with boys high school basketball action. And unless I have them marked differently, all our games tip off at 7 p.m. Let's see what action we got this week. Oh, I have a thing for that. Let's try that again. 7 p.m. is when we start it. These games, these are Friday night games. We have the Blissfield Royal Boys, 0 wins and 1 loss. They are traveling to and playing against the Clinton Red Wolf Boys, who have 1 win and 1 loss. Coach Cole is going with the Clinton Red Wolves for the win. Next up, we have the Red Hot Onstead Wildcats. They are 4 wins and 0 losses. They are on the road this week, traveling to and playing against the Columbia Central Golden Eagles, baby. The Eagles have 1 win and 3 losses, but wait just a minute. We got to do this up right if we're talking about Columbia Central Golden Eagles. Rough start for the boys, but that doesn't mean we still don't believe in them. I'm going with the Columbia Central Golden Eagles, baby. Next up, this is kind of crazy for me to see. The Hudson Tigers have 0 wins and 2 losses. Now, I would think that the champion football team would be, some of those guys would play basketball too. You would think the basketball team would be pretty darn good as well. I don't know. What do you guys say over there? Logan and the Hudson crew. Shout out to you guys over in Hudson. Logan is a good buddy of mine. Used to be a co-host on Sports Frenzy. Slash worked at Hope slash is the current JV coach over in Hudson football program. But they're starting off 0 and 2. What's that? Are you guys going to give a shout out for your team right there in Hudson? Because they kind of need you guys right now. It's not looking real good. I mean, I know it's early in the season yet, but they got no wins. Can you guys accept that? No wins on the Hudson boys basketball team. Come on. Let's hear it for the Hudson Tigers. Come on over there in Hudson. Sing the fight song. Fire up the team in the hallways. Let them hear you loud and proud over there in Logan's room. You guys know the fight song because Logan, I'm sure, sings it with his group all the time. Let's go. Give me the Hudson fight song. Let's hear it for Hudson Tigers. Oh, come on. That is very, very weak. I mean, I know we're getting ready to go into vacation and everything, guys, but come on, you can do better than that. Let's hear it for the Hudson Tigers. All right, they are traveling to and playing against the Hillsdale Hornets. The Hornets have 1 win and 0 losses. I don't know. Hillsdale's got more wins. And is this a rivalry? I don't know. Do you guys have a rivalry against each other, Hudson and Hillsdale? Not sure about that one. Should I go with it? I mean, Tigers, you have no wins. Do you guys want me to pick the Hudson Tigers over there in Hudson? Yeah, man, that was weak. That was very weak. I said, do you guys want me to pick the Hudson Tigers over there in Hudson? Come on, shout it out for your school right now. Let me hear you, Hudson Tiger fans. Let's go. Let's go, Hudson. Let's go, Hudson. Let's go, Hudson. All right. That was pretty loud this time. I like what I heard. I'm going with the Hudson Tigers for the victory. I still got to get me some Hudson gear. I got to get a hat, at least a hat for the high school wall over here. Logan, can you give me a discounted hat over there? Anyway. Just kidding. I have my buddy Rich Hollowell, who is the Hudson sideline reporter, already gave me a good place where you can get Hudson gear. So eventually I'm going to get on that. All right, still carrying on with boys high school basketball. We have the Lenawee Christian Cougars. They have 2 wins and 0 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Intercity Baptist Chargers. I almost made this a 3-point bonus game this week, but I passed. We went with another game instead. So both these teams are 2-0. But I think I'm going to go with the Lenawee Christian Cougars for the victory. Moving into girls high school action, and again, unless marked otherwise, these are Friday night games at 7 p.m. First up, we have the Britton Deerfield Patriots. They have 3 wins and 1 loss. They are traveling to and playing against the Morenci Bulldogs. The Bulldogs not so bad at basketball. They have 2 wins and 1 loss. This is girls action. But I do like those Patriots. I'm going to go with Britton Deerfield for the victory. Next up, we have the Whiteford Bobcats. The Bobcats have 0 wins and 4 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Madison Trojan ladies. They have 1 win and 3 losses. I gotta go with the Madison Trojan ladies for the victory. Next up, we have the Tecumseh Indians. The Indians have 3 wins and 0 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Lake Shore Shoreans. The Lake Shore Shoreans have 1 win and 3 losses. Now hold the presses on this one, gang, because this is a Saturday game. Yes, Saturday. 2 p.m. tip-off. I got to go with the Tecumseh Indians on this one. They look like they're pretty good this year. Tecumseh Indians for the victory. All right, we are moving into high school hockey action. We have the Jackson United Vikings. They have 5 wins and 2 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Lenawee United, who have 4 wins and 5 losses. This is a Saturday game, and the puck drops at 2 p.m. And this is the only hockey game we have on the sheets this week, I believe. You guys know who I got in this one. Easily going with Lenawee United for the win. All right, we are moving into college basketball action. And the only somewhat local team we had playing on a weekend game was the Hillsdale Chargers. We'll talk about them in a second. They are playing the Findlay Oilers. The Findlay Oilers have 5 wins and 5 losses. And they are traveling to and taking on the Hillsdale Chargers. The Chargers have 8 wins and 1 loss. This is a Saturday tip-off. At 3:30. Unfortunately, it is not a televised game. But I've got the Chargers for the win. Please excuse my super noisy birds. I should say my wife's super noisy birds, who just have the privilege of hanging out in the Sports Frenzy office. All right. Next up, men's college basketball action continued. We have the 9th ranked Villanova Wildcats with 7 wins and 2 losses. They are traveling to and playing the Cretan Blue Jays, who have 8 wins and 2 losses. Tip-off for this game. This is a Friday night tip-off, 8 p.m. on FS1. FS1. I'm probably going to go with the ranked team, but we'll find out. Let's go with Siri on this one. Hey, Siri, who's favored to win between the Villanova Wildcats and the Cretan Blue Jays in Friday night basketball action?
On it. I couldn't find any upcoming Villanova Creighton games next Thursday. Their next game is on the 5th of January 2022 at 8:30 p.m.
What?
I don't have the...
What? This was on the schedule. Tell me it didn't get canceled already. Let's double check this one. Hold on. Interesting that they don't have it on here now. Let's take a look here. Villanova versus... All right, so this game is being played. Whew. I was a little worried that this game got canceled or something, but it did not. Both teams have been struggling in their last couple of games, but I'm going to go with Villanova for the victory. All right, next up, continuing on with men's college basketball. We have Southern Utah Thunderbirds. They have 7 wins and 3 losses. And they are traveling to and playing against the world's greatest basketball team, the world's greatest school, the world's greatest football team, hockey, soccer, lacrosse, baseball. It doesn't matter what they play. We're talking about those mighty Michigan Wolverines, baby. Hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go Blue! Because it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. The Wolverines, they have 6 wins and 4 losses. They have been struggling a little bit as of late, but they are going to get back on their winning ways. Tip-off for this game is 8 p.m. on Saturday, and you can watch it on the BTN network. You guys know easily who I got in this one. Because it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go Blue! Did I mention I got the mighty Michigan Wolverines for the win? Right. Next up, we have the Aquanus Saints. They have 9 wins and 5 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the struggling Western Michigan Broncos. The Broncos only have 3 wins and 6 losses on the season. Wow. Tip-off for this game is Saturday. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, right here it is. There it is. I thought I'd lost it, but I did not. At 7 p.m. This one's going to be on ESPN 3. So you can watch it there. I'm not giving up on the Western Michigan Broncos. I'm giving them the victory. Next up, we have the 25th ranked Texas Tech Red Raiders. 8 wins and 1 loss. They are traveling to and playing with a team that has dropped a peg or two. We're talking about the 5th ranked Gonzaga Bulldogs. The Gonzaga Bulldogs have 7 wins and 2 losses. This is a 1 p.m. game on CBS. Hey Siri, who's favored to win between the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Gonzaga Bulldogs?
I don't have the odds for that one, but Texas Tech has a better record than Gonzaga.
No, she doesn't have any stats tonight. That's crazy. You know, I don't know how great I'm going to be doing in the points this week. Anyway, I'm going to give No, I'm not. I'm going to go with Gonzaga. Gonzaga for the victory. All right. Up next, we have your first. Each first three. A 3-point bonus game. Each first three. A 3-point bonus game. Come on, everybody. It's your first 3-point bonus. game. Yes, it is. Your first 3-point bonus game this week. This one should be a pretty good game. We have the North Carolina Tar Heels, 7 wins and 2 losses. I believe, if I'm correct, I think, isn't this one of your favorite teams, Mr. Boring, Mr. Travis Boring, Coach Boring? Isn't that one of your teams that you really like, is North Carolina? I think it is. Seems like we talk about them from time to time. But they are traveling to and playing against the 4th-ranked UCLA Bruins, who have 8 wins and 1 loss. And you know who the Bruins are liked by? UCLA. Think UCLA. Who would the Bruins be liked by? None other than our very own Roger Schoonover. That's right. He is a Bruins kind of guy. Tip off for this game is 3:30, and you can watch this one on CBS on Saturday. Unfortunately, with all these good basketball games, there's also the football bowl games on. So depends which way you want to go. If you're the type of guy who likes to watch all the bowl games, or are you going to check out some basketball instead? I got to go with the Bruins on this one. No, I'm not really sure why. I just feel, I don't know. I can't really say it's much because they have a much better record, because it's not that much greater than the other team. So other than greater than North Carolina. So, but I'm going to go with the Bruins. All right, we are moving into NBA basketball action for you guys. Our first game this week is a Friday night game. We have the Golden State Warriors, 22 wins and 5 losses. They are traveling to and playing against one of my favorite teams. We're talking about the Boston Celtics. The Celtics have 14 wins and 14 losses. This is a Friday night tip-off at 7 p.m. I'm going with the Boston Celtics for the win. Next up, we have the Houston Rockets. The Rockets have 9 wins and 18 losses. They are traveling to and playing against your pitiful, not very good at all, Detroit basketball. Detroit basketball is really struggling. 4 wins and 22 losses. This is a Saturday tip-off at 12 p.m. Unless you have cable, or mostly cable, nobody even gets this channel anymore. It's on Bally Sports Detroit, formerly FSD. And Detroit just is not very good. I've got to go with the Houston Rockets for the win. I don't see any magical comeback for the Pistons in this one. And apparently the Birds are very angry with my pick on that one. Apparently they think I should have went with the Pistons. Do you guys think I should have went with the Detroit Pistons or what? Yeah? I should have went with Detroit basketball. And they both fly over to the edge of the cage. I don't know if you can really see them there. But yes, apparently they both like Detroit basketball because they came right over when I said Detroit basketball. All right. There's a little bit of your silly entertainment for the night. My bird's telling me that I should have went with Detroit basketball. I'm still staying with my pick, though. All right. It is the beginning of the ungodly amount of bowl games in football. If your team didn't make it, I don't know why. There's enough bowl games for it. I'm still working on getting a Sports Frenzy Bowl. Hasn't happened yet, but that doesn't mean it won't ever happen. I think I could approach the committee. We could have a Sports Frenzy Bowl in the future. I mean, we're only 12 seasons in. Maybe a respectable couple more seasons and we can get a bowl game, right? Apparently the birds agree. So it is bowl season. Bowl season starts this Friday night. Our first bowl game. Well, not even Friday night. Wow. Some of you guys might not even be done watching the show when this game's being played. I'll be at work, so I won't be able to catch this first game. Wow, that didn't print very good on my sheets. I apologize for that. Normally, I don't like to separate the games like this, but it did separate this time around on a couple of these games. This is the Bahama Bowl. Friday, 12 o'clock kickoff. Cable Network, ESPN. Oh, that's right. I think my Laura Havlin friends have a half day, right? So you guys can go home and watch the game. That's why. In the Bahama Bowl this year, we have the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, 6 wins, 6 losses. They are traveling to and playing against the Toledo Rockets. The Rockets have 7 wins and 5 losses. I got to go with the Toledo Rockets for the win. All right, our next bowl game is the Cure Bowl. Now, this one we should all be able to watch. This is a Friday night bowl game. All right. Don't have that one. Why? Why is there always one? So it is a 6 p.m. kickoff. And you can watch this one on ESPN2. So we have the Northern Illinois Huskies, 9 wins and 4 losses, playing the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Chanticleers? Sure if I'm pronouncing that right. 10 wins and 2 losses. This is one of those games I'm picking just because I think. Oh, let's go to Siri and see what she has to say. Hey, Siri, who's favored to win in the bowl game, the Cure Bowl, between Northern Illinois Huskies and the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers?
The odds favor Coastal Carolina over Northern Illinois by 10.5 points.
Wow. See, that's who I was going to actually go with. Not only do I like their logo, I think their logo is kind of cool. I'm going to go with Coastal Carolina for the win. All right. Our next bowl game is the Boca Raton Bowl. Boca Raton Bowl. You heard me right. This is a Saturday game at 11 a.m. and you can watch it on ESPN. All right, we have the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. 8 wins and 5 losses. They are traveling to and playing against Appalachian State. They have 10 wins and 3 losses. I can't pick Appalachian State. I just can't. I still don't like them very much. I'm going to go with Western Kentucky for the win. Next up, we have the New Mexico Bowl. This is a Saturday game at 2 p.m. This one's going to be on ESPN. We have the Utep Miners. The Miners have 7 wins and 5 losses. They are traveling to and playing against, well, not traveling to, well, they'll be all at the same place, really. They're going to be at the New Mexico Bowl. I don't know why I'm saying they're traveling to. They are. They're traveling to New Mexico Bowl. They are playing the Fresno State Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have 9 wins and 3 losses. I'm going with the Fresno State Bulldogs for the victory. Next up, we have the Independence Bowl. This is a Saturday game at 3:30. You can watch this one on ABC. We have the UAB Blazers. They have 8 wins and 4 losses. They are traveling to, there we go again. They're traveling to the Independence Bowl. They are playing against the BYU Cougars. The Cougars have 10 wins and 2 losses. I'm going to go with the obvious better record team. I'm going BYU Cougars for the victory. Next up, we have the Lending Tree Bowl. This is a Saturday kickoff at 5:45. It is also going to be on ESPN. Oh, and it is your second 3 points. 3 points. It's your second 3-point bonus game. Yes, it is. And it features the Eastern Michigan Eagles. The Eagles have 7 wins and 5 losses. They are playing against the Liberty Flame, who also has 7 wins and 5 losses. Just to be clear, all Michigan teams, the Michigan college teams, all got a bowl game this year. And I really like the Eagles and how far they've come along. I've got the Eastern Michigan Eagles for the victory. All right. We got 2 more bowl games for you guys to wrap up the 2021 Sports Frenzy. 2021 as we move into 2022. 2 more bowl games on the sheets. There's plenty of more bowl games after we go off the air into the rest of the week and through all of vacation and weeks to come. So these are the last 2 on Sports Frenzy until the new year. We have the LA Bowl. The LA Bowl is a 7:30 Saturday game. 7:30 on Saturday. We have the Utah State Aggies, 10 wins and 3 losses. They are playing the Oregon State Beavers. The Beavers have 7 wins and 5 losses. Ooh. Hey Siri, who's favored to win between the Utah State Aggies and the Oregon State Beavers in the LA Bowl?
Which sport? Basketball. I'm hearing that Oregon State are favored to defeat Utah State by 7 points.
That's where I'm going. I was thinking the same thing. Glad Siri thinks on my wavelengths. I'm going with the Oregon State Beavers for the victory. All right, our last bowl game is the New Orleans Bowl. This is a Saturday game at 9 p.m., and you can watch it on ESPN. We have the Louisiana Lafayette Raging Cajuns with 12 wins and 1 loss. And they are playing the Marshall Thundering Herd. And for our final bowl game, a Sports Frenzy, I am going with the Louisiana Raging Cajuns for the victory. Woo! Wow. We are truly under an hour this week for the Sports Frenzy Sheets, the final one of 2021. And before we all go on break, you guys want some Sports Frenzy information? Let's see what we got. Other ways you can watch the show, other ways you can find out about Sports Frenzy and do things with Sports Frenzy. Obviously, you can rewatch the show on YouTube. It's Coach Cole Sports Frenzy 1 anytime you want to. You can become a member of our Facebook page, Sports Frenzy. We also have the Twitter feed at Sports Frenzy 1. That's also my dork side where I do all my other goofy stuff at. I haven't got any content on there, and I don't know how or when I will do anything on there. But I guess the end thing now is TikTok. Sports Frenzy has a TikTok account, so we can just say that. I don't know if we'll do anything with it. We have TikTok now. We're still on Instagram. I don't know how often to post on there, but we are on Instagram. That's also Sports Frenzy 1. So those are ways you can get information and watch the show. Let's go to the Sports Frenzy page and give you some what we have in the news and updates of Sports Frenzy. Oh no! It appears Urban Myers has been fired by the Jaguars. Wah, wah, wah. Couldn't even make it through a season. It looks like we are going to have a Major League Baseball strike happening. And it appears the shutdown will take effect pretty soon, or has already. And nobody is planning on talking anymore about it until January. Wowza. Holy moly, my St. Louis Blues have traded their goaltender, John Gillies. He is going to the New Jersey Devils. A huge, huge signing for the Michigan Wolverines. They have flipped Amorian Walker. I don't know who he was committed to before. The Buccaneers have not decided on whether Antonio Brown will continue to be with the team after his suspension. Well, there are currently, for this weekend's NFL games, there are 90 players that are on the COVID list right now and may not play this week. How about Travis Hunter, the number one prospect from Florida State, has joined Jackson State, coached by none other than the one and only Deion Sanders. Wow. I haven't read this full article yet, but you can find out more details on this. But what it does have in the byline is the NFL announces international market partnership, the Rams in China, the Buccaneers in Germany, and the Dolphins in Spain. You can read more about that on our Facebook page. Four-star recruit Darius Clemens commits to Michigan on National Signing Day. The NFL has made some rule changes to the practice squads. Teams are now allowed to have unlimited practice squads per the report. The NBA is in talks of increasing COVID-19 testing among its players. They're committed to looking after the other players, I guess. It appears that the Spartans running back, Kenneth Walker, may not play in the Peach Bowl. is being confirmed that he might be heading toward the NFL. Congratulations goes out to former Detroit Tiger utility player Andrew Romaine. He announced his retirement this week. Congratulations to him. It appears that the flu bug affected more than just the team down below. It now looks like their coach is considering a possibility of leaving for the Chicago Bears. Well, we see how well that worked out for their former coach. Let's see how it works out for him. Good old Ric Flair. Woo! Ric Flair has said he would rather die in the ring than not wrestle again. So he is planning on training and planning on coming back to wrestling. There have been several teams eliminated from the NFL playoffs already. One of those being your Detroit Lions. The other being the New York Jets that we are aware of. And that looks like that's about all the information I have for you guys at this time. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I just want to say, even though, we had some, this has been crappy last week with the loss of Vardaman and things, other things going on in people's lives right now. But I want to thank you all. One thing I am truly blessed about is to continue to have you all here supporting me on the Sports Frenzy Show. It is truly an honor to have you all and everything you do for me and being a part of the show. I just want to wish you all a super Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, however you celebrate with yours and your family, and a Happy New Year. We'll see you back here in a couple of weeks as we get back into action for more Sports Frenzy. But I may interact on the Facebook page or somewhere along the way for the holidays a little bit. Who knows? Talk about some bowl games or something maybe. But I want you all to know, I want you all to have a great, wonderful, and blessed Christmas and New Year's. And again, one of the things that makes this show great is every single one of you guys. After 12 seasons, you're still here, and the fan base has grown more, and our locations have grown more, and I am just so blessed for that. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year to you all, and we'll see you again in a few weeks when we return back to action in what will be 2022. Get used to saying that, everybody. All right. I love you. I'm the coach, and I'm out of here. Take care, everybody.